So this is lesson 23, recognizing halves. So I have a little tiny Hershey bar that's left over from Halloween last year. So I'm probably not going to eat it, but I don't know. Okay, so half of this candy bar, right? So there's a half, right? So I'm going to put that aside. Oh, there's an almond there. Okay, do I still have half a candy bar? Yes. Okay, do I still have half a candy bar? Yes. Okay, so I don't think I can cut it anymore without it just crumbling. But I want you to realize that it doesn't really matter how many cuts you have in something. You can have 2 pieces and you can take one of them, that would be a half. You can have 10 pieces and you can take 5 of them, that would be a half. You can have 4 pieces and take 2 of them, that would be a half. You could have 8 pieces and take 4 of them, that would be a half. So let's look at how I did that. What does the numerator tell you and what does the denominator tell you? So if I look just here at 1/2, I have 2 pieces, right, out of the whole, so the entire thing is cut into 2 pieces. And I have one of them that I'm coloring in, or in my case, I might eat because it might be a candy bar. Here, I have 10 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I have 5 of them that I'm gonna take. So I only have 5 of them colored in. So the denominator tells you how many pieces are in the entire thing, and the numerator tells you how many of those pieces you're dealing with, or you're taking, or you're coloring, or you're eating, or whatever. Okay, does that make sense? I have 4 pieces, I colored 2. I have 8 pieces, I colored 4. So down here, it's how many am I going to cut that into? 6, right. Do you notice how I turn my paper sideways? Because that way I can make really even bars. Look, the lines are already division things for me. 2, 3, 4, 5. So now, even though I drew 5 lines in there, I have 6 pieces, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I know that I am going to color in 3 out of the 6. So all of those are half of a candy bar, half of a pizza. The book uses pizzas. I use candy bars because little rectangles are so much easier to draw and make my divisions the same size. I learned a long time ago that I cannot make really good circles with really even divisions. So you can use the same thing. If you're good at drawing circles and equal size pieces of the pie, great. I like candy bars better. All right, so what do you notice about the numerator and the denominator besides I have 2 pieces and I'm taking 1 of them? 1 is half of 2. 5 is half of 10. 2 is half of 4. 4 is half of 8. 3 is half of 6. Huh, okay. There's a lot when we're dealing with halves. Example 1 asks you to figure out which is equal to a half, right? So I'm going to ask myself, which numerator is half of its denominator? So what's half of 18? 9. So that one is equal to a half. What's half of 25? It's not 10, is it? So I don't even have to know it's 12.5, but I don't have to know that. So that one isn't. What's half of 50? 25. So that one's equal to a half. What's half of 100? 50. There we go. Okay, so B was the fraction that was not equal to 1/2. Example 2 says compare 5/12 and 4/8. We haven't done a whole lot of equivalent fractions yet, but guess what? You don't even have to. So what they want you to do here is think about, relative to a half, which fraction is less than a half, equal to a half, or greater than 1/2. So let's think about 5/12. What's half of 12? 6. So 5/12 is less than a half, isn't it? It's less than 6/12. Okay, so that one's small. What about that one? What's half of 8? 4. So that one's equal to a half. So 5/12 is less than a half. 4/8 is equal to a half. So 5/12 is less than 4/8. Remember, the little tiny point points to the smaller number. 5/12 is less than 4/8. Okay, that one's pretty simple. I think I'm going to go have a candy bar.